Hi everybody, Erika Buenaflor, resident curandera, shaman, and I'm super excited to be introducing Fire Limpias. So in this video, I'm going to be explaining some of the benefits of Fire Limpias, and I'm going to provide you with some of the context of the ancient Mesoamerican Fire Limpias ceremonies, and also give you a breakdown of what this series will entail. So let me tell you some of the awesome benefits of Fire Limpias and what they're used for. So Fire Limpias, first of all, Fire Limpias, they're the rites, ceremonies. They provide a gateway to the divine, to the supernatural. They can be used, both the tools that are used for the fire, which can be a puro, which is also known as a cigar or tobacco, Velación, which is a candle. You can read into what is going on to assess past, present, possible outcomes. You can also establish a gateway with the divine, making petitions for help to your guides, whether they be angels, whether they be animal spirit guides, whether they are ascended masters, whoever you resonate with, or also of course, fire as the spirit itself, because fire is an amazing helper as well. And fire is also a wonderful tool to help you to cleanse your limpia tools as well. A lot of times what's done is you place your, just very gently, just very gracefully, you place your tool over the fire, and it's a prepared fire, so you offer herbs, and it's done a specific moon cycle, which we'll be talking about in these series, so you get an understanding of the different moon phases, and you understand when to do things for different moon phases, and you say prayers. And they basically, what the fire does is it cleanses the tool, and it also activates or reactivates the sacred essence energy of the tool itself. Fire limpias are also amazing to help shift outcomes a certain way, to mark a new beginning, to also cleanse. And you can think of fire in a very practical way. You know, just like you put something in a fire, it transmutes substance, it becomes ash. So that's in a sense what a fire does, is if you put something, a prayer, a thought, energy into a fire, it changes it into a lighter substance. And especially if you put the intention that it's a light one, that's what it becomes. And they can be, Fire Limpia rites could be as simple as you want them to be, or as elaborate as you'd like them to be. So the Fire Limpia rites, they have their roots and traditions from the ancient Mesoamerican peoples. And specifically, I'm going to be talking about the Yucatec Maya and the Mexica, also known as the Aztec, of the 15th and the 16th century. So the Fire Limpias were probably one of the most common ceremonies that they were involved in. They used it for many different purposes, many different reasons, and they were multi-layered in purpose and reason. So it wasn't necessarily that you went and you did it to cleanse. It could be for cleansing, for renewal, to change an outcome, to help facilitate a new beginning. It could just be layer upon layer upon layer, depending on what was going on. It could be for calendrical purposes. They were used to activate the sacred essence energy of buildings. And so let me back up a little bit in terms of what I mean by that, because that's not very common for Westerners. For a lot of us curanderas and a lot of the ancient Mesoamerican shamans, what we believe is that buildings, sacred items, that they have a spirit energy, that when you feed them, when you acknowledge them, when you activate them, that they can carry a certain energy signature, that they have their own soul essence energy. So a lot of the ceremonies that they took part in, the fire ceremonies that is they would, especially when it was a new period, a new cycle, is they would turn off the fire, because they usually had some kind of fire in a temple burning at that time, whether it was in a brazier or it was in a hearth. They had some fire, they would extinguish it, And when it was time for a new period, they would relight it. So that would basically reinvigorate the essence energy of the space. They used it also for divination purposes. They would, for example, have a fire pit, and they would listen to the embers and watch the embers, and still to this day that's done, to find out what had happened, to look into circumstances, and also highly probable outcomes as well. They would also use it to renew sacred items. That would include medicine bundles, staffs, idols, so various different reasons. If you want to learn more about the ancient Mesoamerican traditions, I highly recommend to read my book, Cleansing Rites of Curanderismo. I go into greater detail a lot about these ancient traditions, and it's a wonderful way to deepen your practice and to help you to feel more comfortable about limpias, to learn about these ancient traditions. And personally, they have helped me to grow my practice a lot more and to deepen my practice, to give it more meaning, and to also that would help the people that I'm working with too, my clients as well. So in this series, what I'm going to be talking about and what I'm going to be introducing and showing you as well, the first one I'm going to be showing you white fire limpias. And in this context, I'm going to be showing you how to do white fire limpias for the person individually. I'm also going to be introducing some herbs and some of the properties of the plants, and how they complement the white fire limpia, and how they help the intention and the offering that is made to the fire to help manifest the intention and bring it forward. And then I'm going to show how to do limpias with puros, which are also cigars, rolled tobacco. It's sacred tobacco. And I'm going to show you how to do cleanses, mind, body, spirit cleanses with the puros. But I'm also going to show you how to do divination work with the puros also, so you can understand what is going on with the situation, what is going on with the circumstances. There's also going to be a little bit of divination work too in the white fire limpias as well. But the puros is going to be a little bit more in detail in terms of finding out some of the specifics. Then I'm going to show you how to do Velaciónes, which that's candle work. And the candle work, oh my God, you can do so many different things with that. Anything that you set your heart and mind to, you can shift an outcome, you can ask for a new job, you can ask for a new contract, various different things. And I'm going to show you some basic formations to make in the Velaciónes. And of course, you can make it as simple as just using one candle. Formations, we're going to work with different colored candles. I'm going to show you how to work with some of the saint candles as well, and also in conjunction with how the moon phases affects the Velación as well. So it's going to be very exciting. Fire limpias, they're amazing, whether you're using to cleanse an item or whether you're using the fire itself to cleanse a person or a situation. Very, very powerful. So I really hope you stay tuned and you enjoy this. So thank you.